I want you guys to look at this as a change and a growing experience. Change is to grow, and that's exactly what we're doing today. It doesn't matter if it's your rusty Nissans, your Subarus, or your Evos. We all have those cars that we are just differently emotionally attached to. Now for me, the Evo was the first car that I ever bought completely on my own. Didn't have to have a cosigner on a loan, didn't even have to take a loan, didn't have to ask my parents for help, nothing. This car was completely my own. I did it myself, and I worked my absolute hardest to buy this thing. Now that might not seem like a lot for you guys, but I moved across the country by myself to California and worked my absolute hardest to get to where I am today. And one of my biggest achievements is, growing the audience with the Subaru, and then being able to buy my very own car in a completely different side of the country. Which was the Evo, my first car that I ever bought completely on my own. Now, not only that, this was also the very first car that I did an actual build on, a complete, total crazy build that I've always wanted to do. Crazy wild front mount turbo, hood exit exhaust. Like, I put everything into this car. Everything that I could have dreamed of as a younger car enthusiast and an Evo, I was able to accomplish on this car. Down to the full non-wide body Voltex kit, my dream wheels, the TE37s, the interior being extremely clean, keeping the OEM style with the half cage in the rear, down to the minimalistic body styling with the all white paint as well as the matte black accents. This car was everything I dreamed of. It was built exactly to my liking. Now with all of that being said, today I'm officially listing the Evo up for sale. Now this is not because I don't like the car or want to get rid of the car or I'm just not interested in the car anymore. It's because we need to grow. The Evo has been a massive learning experience for me. Like I've said, everything that I did to it was my absolute dream, and I've basically created the perfect Evo for myself. And over the past few months, as you guys have seen, it's just been sitting because I've pretty much done everything that I want to do to the car. With what we do every day is great. Building cars for you guys and showing you guys what we do every single day is extremely fun, and I am extremely grateful and blessed to be able to do that. But that also comes with a price. I can't just keep hoarding cars in my garage and stacking them up and letting them all just sit. I have to make sacrifices at some point to keep growing into the future, and that's exactly what we're doing today. We are pretty much at the point where we have no more room for anything, and it's time to make a change and to grow into bigger and better things. I don't want you guys to look at this as a sad day or a sad moment, because it's not. I built the car of my dreams, and a lot of you guys love this car and are just as emotionally invested in this car as I am. So I know it's hard to understand, it's hard to explain really, but with all of that being said, today is going to be the last video that you guys will see me driving the Evo in. It's very hard for me to say this. I'm so happy to have all the experiences that I've had with this car, but I think it's time to let somebody else enjoy this car and love it as much as I would, and I just want to see it go to a very deserving and a very good home with somebody that will appreciate it and drive it like it should be driven, because over these past few months, like I said, it's just it's been sitting, and this car does not deserve to just sit. It's such a great car, and I know someone out there is really going to appreciate it. We're doing this, Tim. Last time getting 85. Fuck. Last 85 fill up.
More things are to come, guys. More things.
Well, I guess it's officially time. Tim, I guess we should probably tell him, right? Top Rank's gonna be selling the Evo.
Oh, yeah.
The reason why we actually came to Top Rank to bring the Evo is because Top Rank will be taking over selling the Evo for me. Now, why did I do this and why didn't I just do it myself? Number one, this car is pretty much a very difficult car to obtain in California, sitting the way that it is. Top Rank can help with emissions, getting this thing registered, and best of all, I know a lot of you guys that have had interest in this car are out of state. Top Rank can even help get this thing set up for delivery on a delivery truck cross country, wherever you guys want to take this car. Plus, you guys can actually finance this car through Top Rank. With me, you guys would have to buy it cash and it'd be like a whole private sell thing. Be a little bit more difficult and less obtainable for like everybody to have a chance to get this car. So we took this thing to Top Rank and they are going to be selling it for me. But before we go ahead and leave this thing, let's just do one last walk around of the car and show you guys everything that has been done to this car, just in case you guys don't know.
Damn, Daddy.
No, I'm so sad, Brian.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I think I'm going to keep it for myself. Build a YouTube channel around it.
Oh, great idea.
Just kidding. No.
Great idea. So before we leave this car, I wanted to give you guys a full walk around of everything that I've done to this, just in case you're new or just for, I guess, old time's sake. Before we even do that, Brian, where can they find this car if they want to buy it?
It is listed right now on importavehicle.com.
I guess they can hit you up for details on shipping, delivery,
Financing,
all of that good stuff. So I guess the biggest part of the car that you guys can see is the exterior. I wanted something very, very clean, not too flashy, not wide-bodied. So I went ahead and did the full Voltex kit non-wide body, which is basically the front bumper, the side skirts, and the carbon fiber rear diffuser down here. I left the OEM Evo IX wing on here with the carbon fiber top. This is a VIS Demon carbon trunk, so it's got like a little duckbill. I thought it was a pretty cool combo having the stock wing along with the duckbill. It's very unique. I haven't seen too many Evos do this, and we also left a little bit of carbon fiber exposed to match the stock wing, and it all just flows really well back here with the diffuser as well. Secondly, I think this is just like my little touch here is going to be the TE37s. These are TE37 SAGAs. One unique thing about this is the rear has actually been cut and extended. So instead of putting a wide body and like cutting all of this stuff, they actually extended the wide body like 20 millimeters, I think it was. And these wheels actually fit perfectly. It's a unique spec. Not 100% sure on what the exact specs are on them, but they're a little bit more aggressive, and these fenders have been extended to actually fit them. Another thing that you guys are probably really wondering about is the engine bay and the current turbo setup on it. So this is a full custom turbo kit, a one-off manifold, intercooler, and turbo setup here. You guys can see we have the hood dump right here as well. The car on the dyno made 575 horsepower, and it was detuned for street driving to 510 horsepower. You guys can find all of these mod videos and everything else, the entire build on the channel if you guys want to go back and watch any of the videos. But so yeah, full custom turbo kit, and we do have a front mount turbo with an offset intercooler. Very unique, and like I said in the beginning of the video, I basically got out all of my like childhood dreams in the Evo of doing like a just crazy turbo kit, and this is basically what came out of it. This thing rips and it is super fun to drive. We do have legit right-hand drive Rally Art carbon fiber mirrors, as you guys can see there. We can go on to the inside, and the inside is definitely one of my favorite parts, and that is because it is just very clean, very simple. Besides the cage, of course, we left the OEM Recaros from the Evo IX in the car, stock steering wheel, stock gearbox. We do have some AM gauges down right there, but everything is pretty much stock on the interior except the cage. Also, if you want to take the cage out, I do have the entire assembly for the stock rear seats. So we have the seating area right here, already right here, and then the backing is in your office, correct?
Right, yep.
Yeah, so we have the full Evo IX rear seat assembly if you do want to take out the cage. Oh, I should probably also mention that this is actually an Evo VIII with an Evo IX engine, so it's been fully converted to an Evo IX. It does have the 4G63 with a MyVec in it. And if you guys are curious how it holds down the power, we do have a Shep built transfer case in this car too. So whenever you start up the car and have the windows up, you can actually hear that thing whining, and it's really, really cool. But so I think that is pretty much it. This is hard. This is really hard. So if you guys, I'm glad that it's going to Brian, and Brian is gonna help find the perfect owner. So I'm sure if you guys inquire about the car, you will be speaking to Brian about it. I want it to go to a good home, someone that will appreciate it and drive it more than I have, and you know, put their own twist and their own style on the car. I'm really curious to see and really excited to see what someone else does with this, because I don't want to leave it. I'm just talking. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just talking because I don't want to leave the car. This breaks my heart. Into the JDM abyss she goes. Like I said, not a sad day. It's a happy day. We're looking to the future and what's gonna come after this. Without change, you can't grow, and that's what today's all about. Am I right,
You're
Tim?
making me cry off of that statement. Jeez.
It hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it does really hurt. Yes, this video was fun, we were joking around, but I mean, like, shit, dude. Lots of firsts have come from this car, and it's officially about to be gone.
Isn't that the first car that you bought?
When I was here.
With Tiana?
Yeah. First car I bought with Tiana, first car I bought in California. First car,
goosebumps, bro.
First car that I ever bought completely on my own with cash, no financing, no help, nothing.
And one of you may own it now.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
It's definitely bittersweet. Lots of growth, lots of learning have happened with that car, and now someone else is going to be able to enjoy it.